Holly, a smart driver, asked, what is defensive driving and why is it important? So what is defensive driving? It's a solution to driving anxiety, aggression, and crashes. Think of it this way. If you got a bad tooth, you go to the dentist. The dentist is the solution to your bad tooth. Same thing as if your car breaks down, you take it to an automotive technician. The automotive technician is the solution to getting your car running again and keeping it running well and smoothly. Defensive driving is the solution to crashes, aggression, and driving anxiety. What is the problem that defensive driving is fixing? Social driving. That's the challenge. That's the problem that you're up against when you're driving. Other drivers are aggressive, they follow too close, they speed, they roll through stop signs, they drive over painted islands, and all of this social driving creates a culture of me first. And if you do something wrong in the driving environment and another driver thinks that you did something wrong and violates his or her code of what's right when you're driving, they're going to tell you and be retaliatory. They're going to flash their lights, they're going to give you the finger, and they're going to follow too close to tell you that you're driving too slow. All of this is aggression and causes anxiety in new drivers. So defensive driving, being a proactive driver, is the solution to social driving. And the reason that we're worried about crashes is because if you took all the crashes in one country and put them in one place at one time, it would be considered a national emergency. Injuries and deaths as a result of traffic crashes is the third leading cause for injuries and deaths amongst the human population in first world countries, behind terminal illness and suicide. The tools of defensive driving are space management. You can always maintain space in front of your vehicle. Maintain that 3 to 4 second following distance so that you have time, because speed is distance over time. And if you can control distance, control space, then you have time to operate your vehicle, you have time to scan and monitor the driving environment, and you have time to read and respond to what's going on in the driving environment. So space management is number one. Always maintain that space in front. Always stop back so you can see the tires of the vehicle in front, making clear contact with the pavement, approximately 1 vehicle length behind the car in front of you. The next one is speed management. We use speed to control space. And then communication, we communicate effectively with other traffic. The position of your vehicle on the roadway is the number one way that we communicate with other traffic. For example, if a vehicle is in the left turning lane, there's a high probability it's going to turn left. Lights and signals, horn, use your horn sparingly in this day and age because it's seen as a sign of aggression. Eye contact and hand gestures if you're not sure what the other road user is doing, a pedestrian or cyclist or whatnot. And then finally, observation. You need to observe correctly when you're driving. Forward scanning pattern, far down the road in checking your center mirror, far down the road, check your instrument panel, far down the road and check your wing mirrors. So your 4 tools of defensive driving, being a proactive driver, creating a situation in which will significantly reduce your chances of being in a crash, are space management, the most important. If you can control space around your vehicle and you're not near anything, it's less likely that you're going to hit something. Speed management, observation, and communication. Why is defensive driving important? It's the third leading cause for injury and death amongst the population in any country in the world. As well, aggression and anxiety when you're driving, it can reduce all of that. And there are added benefits to being a proactive driver. Implementing the skills of defensive driving, reduce maintenance costs, improve fuel economy, and less burden on the infrastructure. Think about it this way. If you get into a crash, you're without your car, you risk injury, you risk death. If you're fortunate enough to just have a fender bender and your car needs to go into the shop to be repaired, the energy and time and cost that involves, going to the insurance adjusters, getting your vehicle fixed, being without your vehicle, getting a rental car, and then of course, healthcare, all of the post-crash cleanup, auto body shops and whatnot. It's an incredible cost to our society. So if we can reduce the number of traffic crashes, keep yourself safe, you're less anxious when you're driving, and there's less aggression and less road rage on our roadways. Question for smart drivers. Do you implement the skills and strategies of a defensive driver? And what are those? For more information, smartdrivetest.com. And remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer. Have a great day. Bye now.